Hello and welcome back to Mana and Artifice, and this is part 10 if I'm remembering correctly. Hopefully it doesn't end up like last stream where I accidentally called it part 8 when it was part 9. Okay, so my valuables, they're full of valuables. Looks like the iron hasn't been smelted, though I realistically should smelt it. By the way, sorry if you can hear my S's more than usual. Hopefully everything works out fine. Okay, so I've got 16 emeralds. And I remember that villager who tried to make me spend more for emeralds. I am not willing to spend extra wheat for emeralds. I might as well just kill some cows. I would say the most annoying part about this is how the cows just run away. They're obviously running for their lives, but it's a pain to actually grab their lives with them running around so much. It looks like I've taken out a couple more cows. I'm going to have a ton of leather until I start using it on books. Okay, I've got 12 pieces of leather. I can quickly grab some of the sugarcane which I have stocked, though it looks like I'm low on it, so time to pick from my farm of sugarcane. And it looks like I can now use my workbench spell to make lots of paper. In fact, I can make a perfect amount for that. And now I've got some leftover paper. Maybe I'll need it later, but for now, I'm just going to quickly check. That is not enough. I need more wood. Also, I attempted a different strategy of increasing the volume of my voice. I want to know your opinion and which one was better, last stream or this stream. Personally, I prefer this one because of the method I did this one, in my opinion, is better. But maybe last one was better than this one and I'm simply unable to tell. And now I can use the workbench spell like usual. The most used spell, for me at least. Oh, that was nice. I got exactly 4 books. I'm going to first check to see if this works. Yep, now it works. Let me just pick that up and move that into the organics. So first I'm going to move that out of my inventory. So I need 4 ink sacs, 4 feathers, and 2 lecterns. Let's see, do I have any? I've got 4 inks. I've got enough for 4 ink sacs. I need 4 feathers and 4 more books. Which, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to get with just... Let's see what happens if I use the Ring of Minor Fortune. Nothing. Oh well. It was worth a shot. Well, it looks like I've got the correct number of books, and now the only thing I need is 2 lecterns and 4 feathers. If I remember correctly, a book can be used. Oh. I'm gonna have to check the crafting recipe for a lectern. I don't often craft them, so I do need a bookshelf. So, 1 more cow death. Unless, of course, it ends up that the cow that I killed doesn't drop leather. That one appears to have not dropped leather, so another cow shall die. And that one didn't drop leather, so another cow shall die. It looks like 2 leather was dropped. Now I can put this leather away. Oh, apparently I had extra leather in there. Oh well. That is something that would have saved me a tiny bit of trouble, but nothing major. Now let me check this. I'm going to have to get more wood. Actually, I'm probably going to need more bookshelves considering it takes 2 lecterns. To be exact, I need 1 more bookshelf, meaning I need to kill more cows, and then use their leather to make more books. That's assuming I don't have the leather, which I believe I do have the correct amount of leather. I just have a bit of excess leather. So now, let me check the building materials for slabs that I can use for this. Looks like I'm surprisingly out of slabs, so I can just quickly make some. If I'm remembering correct, boom, a lectern. Now all I need is 1 more lectern, which I've got all the stuff required to make the lectern. That was an interesting way of making the book. I need to get more slabs. I'm going to need to get 4 feathers, and that seems to be it. Okay, so 11 eggs. I accidentally hit a chicken with... I got a feather from... Oh, it looks like I got 2 feathers from that. 3 feathers and 4 feathers. Eh. Those animals really don't like the idea of me escaping. Must be because I slaughter them. And now I shall activate it. I was just quickly checking if that noise was from there, or if it was an outside noise. Surprisingly, I'm getting this right until that point. And now, the thing required for advancement is to do one of these rituals. Which, the one which I'm going to go for this particular time is the Wizard's Council. So the way for the Wizard's Council, after I go down, is to, first off, I'm going to have to create more spell books. But the Ritual of the Wizard's Council. The Ritual of the Wizard's Council requires 3 books, 2 spell books, 2 emeralds, and a mote of magic. I've got the emeralds. I don't believe I have the books, but for now I'll just take some from here. Oh, I accidentally shot a fireball. So there, I've got 3 books, and now all I need is some of the spell books. So I'm going to put away all the mob drops that I am not going to be using. And then the rest is going to go through other means. The chalk. First things first, I would say it would be a good idea to always make sure you're doing the correct ritual to simply save on chalk. I'm going to start it by that particular area. And then I'll do that, mirror it on the other side, and then I'll put this out and do that. Oh, I accidentally misplaced a single thing. And then the purified Pentium dust in the center. And then I can do this. So, remember how to make a spell book: 4 leather, 2 paper, and 3 string. So that means I need to slaughter more cows. I got 2 leather from that. Oh. And I'm going to take the spells out of my current spell book and transfer them to the inventory. But I would say it would be a good idea to clear my inventory out of it first. So the chalk isn't necessary. The gold goes in valuables. This bucket can go in miscellaneous. And then the wood can go into building blocks. And then gravel can go... I guess here. Let's see, do I have a place for blackstone? Looks like I do, but my chests are full. Well, now I'll quickly finish emptying the spellbook, and now I can set it down. Now all I need is to use the summon workbench spell and make another spellbook. Though first I should grab string, since that's required. I think I ended up putting that stuff into the building blocks. The convenience of spellbooks are not being unnoticed. And I can then grab the string. You may be wondering, why are you willing to get rid of your spellbook for this? Well, you'll find out soon. I just need to first grab some paper. And then this spellbook goes there. I then do this. And I've officially chosen the Wizard's Council. I shall now go to the center of this circle, and we shall watch this. Though it's going to be a bit messed up by the roof might not be messed up by the roof. I am now tier 3, and if I remember correctly, that means this. I'm going to do square square for it. And this is why. I can now put all of this in my grimoire. If you've got a ton of spells, then the grimoire may not be enough for you to willfully sacrifice. your spell book. But if you're like me and all your spells can fit in the grimoire, then I'd say it's perfect for you. And now that I've advanced to tier 3, I have now unlocked some new spellcrafting capabilities, like Shield, which basically gives you some defense. But what I'm going for is arcane damage. Maybe I should do it this way. It looks like I don't have enough vellum according to it. And now, it's going to require a lot to craft this, but it'll give me one thing of this stuff, which is complete a tier 3 ritual. No wait, not that. Complete. Craft a spell with complexity 55 or more. So it looks like I've got everything except for the vellum. I'll quickly take the one piece of leather, turn that into vellum, and then kill some more cows. So after this, their population is going to be a bit decimated. It looks like I've got some leather, and I think it would be a good idea to go and sleep before the mobs appear. You may be asking, why do arcane instead of the alternative? Actually, something I should probably check as well is oh, I thought I could hear some person in the background, and that would have probably been annoying to anyone who's listening. Oh, Rift is probably going to be much more useful than what I was planning on doing. I still need more vellum though. And the vellum is now enough. This is going to be the most useful spell in my opinion. And now I can do this, which is quite neat. The Rift spell is going to be quite useful if I'm remembering correctly. So now I need to remember exactly how to do the ritual for spell crafting. It looks like I'm going to have to remove the bed once again. In fact, I'm probably going to have to move a bunch of stuff out of the way, considering I did a very poor choice of connection. Oh well. I can just quickly do this and just temporarily pick this stuff up. Looks like I also have to temporarily mine the nether portal. Well, that's no big deal considering I can easily fix it later. Oh, I surprisingly did not have to pick up the bed. And now I can put this recipe down, and then I can use the purified Ventium dust. If I got everything correct. That's a bit off. What else did I miss? Oh. So it looks like Ventium dust. The chests, which I said were going to be useful later. But I did not need 3 chests, I only needed 2. A block of clay, which will be something that most spells end up using for me. And then some Pentium dust, ender pearls, oh, piece of arcane ash maybe? Yeah, it looks like a piece of arcane ash. Piece of arcane ash, another piece of arcane ash, and then I'll put that back. Let's see if I have any ender pearls. I've got 1. I'm going to have to kill another enderman. So now all I need is to grab the gold. For now, I'll put that in there, don't mind that. I'm going to need some sand. To be exact, 2 pieces of sand, but it wouldn't really matter if I smelted 8 pieces of sand. But for now, just 2 pieces of sand. And then, actually 3 is the amount I'll need because that requires a piece of sand as well. And I'll put the rest away. And I can use the Summon Workbench spell like I've always been using to then make this. And then I can place these 2 down. Now all I need is a feather and ender pearl. I can actually make that cloth real quick. Let me first find where I actually keep the stuff. Do I have any wool? I'll check building blocks. This cobweb can be set down for later. Okay, I've got a piece of wool. I can quickly go and dig that up. And then I can do this. And now I realized I need more glass. Be exact, one more piece. Which I did not realize I had. And it looks like I've only got enough for one extra foci at the moment. I'll grab that. So I need gold. And then I'll quickly make this, which I believe is a square. That chicken will one day die. Now all I need is a feather and an ender pearl, plus the foci. Okay, to make this foci, you need a single piece of Ventium dust, which I can quickly just move from there. Then you grab a piece of redstone, and then you then make this pattern, I believe, if I remember correctly. I can never seem to memorize the memory for it. Memorize the recipe for it, is what I meant to say. I believe it would be so it requires triangle and a slightly different shape. And now I've got the focus. Now all I need is a feather and an ender pearl. Let me see if there are any endermen nearby. Hopefully an enderman spawns soon, so that I can safely dispatch of the enderman. There's a creeper over there, there's a spider over there, And there's a spider and looks like a skeleton and another skeleton over there. I shall eat some of the chicken. And Enderman. Let me just quickly aggro them. Well, it is not safe around here with an Enderman. And I got no Ender Pearl from it. Well, now I have to go and get another. So once I get the attack spell, well, it looks like that is a very exciting thing. Once I get the arcane damage, I will never have to worry about setting things on fire with my main attack spell. It looks like I'm still looking for an Enderman. Hopefully the Enderman I find drops an Ender Pearl. If they do not drop an Ender Pearl, that's going to be annoying. Well, it's not like the Enderman can really teleport to me at the moment. Well, that Enderman really isn't that intelligent. And that Enderman also didn't drop what I wanted. Well, that's really going to be annoying. Oh, come on. Sounded like a creeper exploded. Was the landscape ruined? Yep, it looks like the landscape was ruined by a tiny bit. So it wasn't really ruined, it was just slightly disfigured. If you time it right, you can theoretically use a shield and a spell without switching between your different hand and your spell casting hand. Endermen seem to be a really rare find at the moment, despite me needing one ender pearl. Oh, it looks like my game froze. Oh, that was problematic. It actually did the Circle of Doom. AK, it actually froze for a second and had a loading circle where the mouse would be. Which isn't that great. I would not recommend going to them at this point in time. What? This Enderman. Well, I am very close to death. That's the one downside to shield and spellbook, that it cannot help you with creeper explosions, which are probably the thing that I die to the most. And now I'll go into the water and I'll look for him. Well, come on, Enderman. Don't tell me you teleported away from me permanently. Did I really lose the Ender Pearl? Well, that's annoying. And what's even more annoying is there's a chance that the Enderman is just far away for the time being, meaning it will eventually come back and attack me at a random time. Oh, an Enderman over there. The one thing I don't like about them is during the day, they just run away. Looks like I can spare something one more day. I almost mistook a villager for a pillager, simply because of that particular getup. Well, Endermen are probably going to be hard to come by. Oh, that's annoying. It leads you saying, hey, I'm here. But in reality, it just fills you with disappointment. It's just like, I would fight you, Enderman, but you don't seem to want to actually be near me. Well, there seems to be a bunch of noises which just pop up out of nowhere, occasionally. There's a chance that video quality suffers for audio quality. Well, I guess the one place where I can check for ender pearls would be the nether. But I destroyed my nether portal so that I could make a spell. I'll just move it over one. Oh, I accidentally cast fireball instead of the mining spell. Oh. I think I just made an internal mistake in my mind. And now I'll just cast fireball. Hopefully I can find some... Looks like the portal was close enough, which realistically makes a ton of sense. Looks like my inventory is going to be filled with netherrack. I actually don't have a good source from here. But the nice thing about this grimoire is that if I accidentally toss it, I can make a new, without having to spend any of my massive amount of resources. Ah. So it looks like I angered the wrong type of entity, as all I have is a fire attack spell with me. I don't actually have... Oh, that freaked me out. And that's why I want an arcane attack spell. Because it's basically a universal element type. So now, ender pearls are going to take a while. In fact, I think it would be nice if I could find ender pearls soon, but I doubt that would be the case. Looks like my armor is decent at the moment. still have a ton of cows. I thought decimating the population would make a massive dent, but apparently not. I still need an ender pearl. Let me just quickly check. There is no crafting recipe. And now I can just do that. And the only thing I'm missing is that ender pearl, which is quite annoying. I can't actually see. Oh, there it is. So, how is everyone doing? Oh, it looks like I'm literally dripping sweat. I'm going to have to clean that sweat up. The one thing that's stopping me from just putting on a fan or some sort of cooling is it would produce background noise. It looks like I should eat some of the steak I have, and let me check in here if there is actually any. It doesn't look like there are Endermen here. Let me check over in this direction. It looks like the same there. Oh, it looks like a skeleton's in that direction. That is not a safe thing. I doubt there are any Endermen down here because, first off, I lit it completely. Actually, while I'm looking for stuff, I might as well just basically increasing my spellcasting capabilities. It looks like it's starting to reach nighttime in Minecraft. Now I'm curious on what logic was used when making the word nighttime. Now it's starting to get dark. I can then hopefully find an Enderman, which then I can shoot with a flaming bolt of fire. Also, I feel like touch spells, just because you can add range to them, are really powerful when it comes down to it. At 15 range, that's basically 15 blocks. So, that's pretty far. I mean, sure, you can't attack things from really far away, but for a regular use attack spell, you won't really need to fire that far away. Yeah, it looks like Endermen are going to be annoying. Hopefully, the Enderman spawns soon. The thing I personally don't like, but I understand the balancing reasons behind it, is not being able to spam certain spells. To be exact, attack spells. That's a very interesting thing. Seems like that particular person keeps switching between having blue bits and having the correct texture. That is quite strange. Must be something with Optifine. Looks like I got a Tarma root from that. Still no Enderman though. When I look like I'm doing strange things, I'm most likely moving my arms around after I experience some feelings either missing or happening in my arm. Hmm. Now I finally got an ender pearl. Now I can rush home and quickly have a nap. In Minecraft, at least. In real life, I'm still streaming, so taking a nap would be a terrible idea. And I can finally create the spell. I accidentally made the bane of my existence. Made a special triangle pattern. I wonder what I'm going to make on accident next. The heat death of the universe accelerated. That's better. And now I can finally have what I consider the most useful spell of all time. I'm going to give it that. And now I can put that in my grimoire. And now I can cast Forge, which is a thing which I can put basically anything into. I should probably charge this before putting it in there for a while. So now, theoretically, I could fill this with a bunch of stuff and then go for a whole situation of grabbing a ton of stuff. And now I can put all these rune forges back. Nice. Actually, 10 might be enough range, and then it wants a spell with a complexity of 55 or more. Well, I'll leave that to another part. I think... I don't know if I want to end the stream or continue. I would say, first off, I should get rid of the creeper. And now, let's see. Cows, chickens, sheep. Anything I'm missing? I mean, technically pigs and other animals, but anything that I'll need missing. I've got that horse. I've got basically all I'll need for quite a while. I would say the thing which I'd want to do is finish. I shall check this, and it looks like the things I'm missing is that I'd want to do is arcane damage and shield. And then, once I reach tier 5, then I'll probably end the series after making myself as unkillable as possible. So, I'm going to end the stream here. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. Remember to leave a comment. I've heard it's good for the YouTube algorithm. And if you are feeling bad and you need to discuss about it, I'm willing to talk to you in the comments. Well, bye.